Islamic. Healthcare in our part of the world, there is a great limitation on the resources that are available. We have patients that are admitted with severe malaria and dysentery. Every year we have an outbreak of cholera. We don't have the adequate numbers of resources and personnel on the field to be able to meet all the needs.
But we have partnerships with a number of different churches and on various levels.
When a church comes in and partners with us to provide that kind of care, it literally changes the people's lives, both physically but also spiritually. Using healthcare strategies is like a key that opens the door to get into a village that we might not have access to. Not far outside of the town that we live in is a small village.
Completely unreached on the fringes of town.
We met with local leaders and we asked permission to come to that village and do a week-long medical dental eye clinic. Through that opportunity, God used that to start a new church plant.
That village has been a huge impact.
Growing in their faith in Jesus Christ and being discipled. Just this past week, one person came and repented and said, no, I need this Jesus. The kingdom of light is coming in Tanzania, bursting through darkness like we've never seen before.
It's powerful, isn't it? So one morning you're driving and say, God's will. Amazing. Let's all stand. We will read text. Matthew chapter 16. Look at Matthew chapter 16. We'll start with verse 13. When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they said, some say thou art John the Baptist, some Elijah, or others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. He said unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And Simon Peter answered and said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered and said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and this rock I will build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatsoever thou shalt bind in the earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Let us pray. Dear Lord, we come to you once again, closer to you, and open our heart, open our ears. Let me hear your voice. Let us see you as our experience. Jesus stated, blessed are they who live without sin. But when we close our eyes, Lord, we see you. So let us open our ears to hear your voice. What our next step? What our next day? What we need to do, Lord. As a church, Piney Grove Baptist Church, Lord, we sincerely desire your mission may fulfill. As a food drive, as a visitation, as a mission program to the international. Whatever it is, Lord, give us a vision. Give us a time to reflect what you have done upon the earth and what you have done upon our lives. Thank you for the many blessings. Thank you for the many people from this church. Continue to bless us. Continue to be with us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Remember that's a Thanksgiving song. Right. Okay, this is not what I was thinking. In that old country church, I had one church I used for the Facebook cover photo for a long time. It's called Bluff Spring Baptist Church. There's a Bluff Spring Baptist Church somewhere close to here, but they were way up in the north, almost Missouri state line. That church, I don't know, maybe 30 people can see it. I've seen about 50 people in there. And my hero, my pastor's dad, was also the preacher. He was doing the revival. And this is 1980. You know, I just got converted. I just born again. I just feel the faith of the people, how amazing it is. And he was, I don't know, in the 70s, maybe close to 80-year-old that time. And he started praying. He prayed for 30 minutes or longer. And getting more and more. When the Bible said Jesus prayed so hard and the sweat became blood. And his prayer getting intense, and his face, it got red. And I thought he's going to pass out. I shouldn't look at him. But it getting red, getting more like black. It's just getting tense. And he was praying so hard. In the church, that experience, it just come up. You know, Jesus said, blessed are they that believe without seeing. Seeing intelligence. That's what asking for Thomas. But the evidence we see, that's what changed my life. That's what I was impressed. That's the reason I never walked with Jesus Christ in the Sea of Galilee or whatever. But I believe through each one of the members of Piney Grove Baptist Church, many other church members experienced Jesus Christ. Jesus lived in your life. Jesus living in your life. And that's what this song is called, The Old Country Church. Oh, I wish. Go back to that church.
I can tell you, 1980, August 24th. I was shaking, I was scared, I was just 24 years old. Don't know nothing. Went up on altars and said, Jesus, I cannot do anything. I need you. Remember the Larry said, This job is cool. Yeah, I'm making good money. I love the aerospace program. But I need you, Jesus. Whatever you want me to do, I'm ready. So that's what my prayer was. I don't know, in Japanese or English or whatever the language I use, I said, Jesus, I need you. Without you, I cannot live anymore. I cannot take another step without you.
Amen.
That's the life you need to build upon. Look what Jesus said to Peter. Peter said, oh, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. I don't know what the people said. John the Baptist, he died, but you are the living God. People said you are the Elijah. You were dead and gone a long time, but I don't care. You are the living God. That's what the Peter said. So Jesus said, upon your confession, upon your faith, you believe in me, I'm going to build a church. Church, the people come around. Church, the when you people driving through here. Of that church. Last week, we lost a precious community member, Randy Carr. He used to be this church member. Matter of fact, he was a general contractor to build this new building. He's an overseer of everything. Wonderful guy. He passed, and I went to the visitation, talked to many people. And several people mentioned the old church, the church, the white one, Piney Grove Baptist Church. That old church still remembers. Why? Because that's a place their life started. That's a place seeing the miracle happen. That's a place the prayers answered. That's a place the tears flowing. But after the prayers, everything settled in the heart. And we are the believer. Brother Randy is gone from this world, but gone before us. Throne of heaven. He's having a time of life right now.
Amen.
With the friends and family, reunited, wonderful time. And we are going to see him. We are going to see loved ones. But not yet. We had a lot of things to do. Just like Larry went to, what, Tanzania? I don't know what that is, in Africa somewhere. Who? Scary place. I'll keep. Not me. But I can see he took whole family, went to this little town in Africa somewhere. All the medical system is not there, but he tries his best to do the work. What is the work? What is the statement? Jesus, whatever you want me to do, I'm ready.
Amen.
And that's what it is. People. Jesus will call you. You like it or not. You call. But Larry said, you need to make a choice. I don't know. There's a choice? Well, it gotta be a choice. Wrong choice, right choice. Whatever, you make a choice. Jesus will keep on calling you till you get the right answer. That's what I do. John chapter 20. Jesus appeared to disciples many, many times. When Jesus appeared to the disciples, the Thomas was not there the first time. So Thomas saying, I won't believe it unless I see the nail wound in his hand. Put my fingers into them. Place my hand into the wound of his side. Then I will believe. Then a few days later, Jesus appeared. He came back. I'm reading verse 26, John chapter 20, verse 26. It says, 8 days later, disciples were together again. This time Thomas was with them. Doors were locked. Suddenly, as before, Jesus was standing among them. Peace be with you, he said. Then he said to Thomas, put your fingers here. Look at my hand. Put your hand into the wound in my side. Don't be faithless any longer. Believe. I don't know. Thomas put the finger, hand to the side. The Bible did not say. But the next sentence it says, my Lord, my God. Thomas explained, oh Jesus, you came back. You came back just for me because I said I will not believe until I put my finger to your hand. Put my hand to your side. And that's the reason you came just for me. Oh my Lord, I believe. You believe because you have seen me. Blessed are those who believe without seeing me. 2,000 years ago this happened. 2,000 years later we are here. Jesus standing here, came back. In the case, I see Jesus came back to church. It's not the YouTube, it's not the Vimeo, not the film we will see. But I see the life of those members of the church. I saw the Randy Cox passing away, but still see the strong faith in his life. Jesus lives in your heart, in my heart.
Amen.
That is the life we carry on. Years after years, life after life. In that country church, it happened. It is happening this Piney Grove Baptist Church.
Amen.
You got to be. That's the reason we are here. That's the reason we gathered and prayed. That is the church. You may go to Africa, but we are praying for them, the mission work. You may go visit the hospital. That is our mission. Why? Because Jesus is calling you. You talk to the neighbor. You talk to the friend. Because Jesus is calling. Upon your confession, Peter, I will build a church. It's all